So today's lesson, we're still finding the volume, but today we're finding the volume of a cone. If you'll notice that a cone still has a circular base, but unlike the cylinder, it's got one circular base instead of two like the cylinder had. All right. This little thought bubble over here says the base is shaded to show its area. So if you're filling in the inside of the circle, that's the area. The diameter and the radius of the base are shown by a solid line. Here, the diameter equals 10. That means that the radius equals half of that. Okay? And this is the height right here, this dotted line. That is the height. It says find the area of the base by using the formula that big B equals pi r squared because it's a circle. So let's look down here at these examples. You can use your knowledge of how to find the volume of a cylinder to help you find the volume of a cone. The thing is that a cone is 1/3 the size of a cylinder. It would take, as long as the base is the same and the height is the same, it would take 3 of these cones to fill up this cylinder. So if I filled water in with this, I filled it with water and poured it in, I'd be able to pour 3 of these into the cylinder. That's where we get this formula, 1/3 the area of the base times the height. And remember, the area of the base is a circle, so it's 1/3 pi r squared times the height. So let's look at numbers 1 and 2. I'm going to write the formula. I'm going to write 1/3 pi r squared times the height. You could also write it like this: pi r squared times the height divided by 3. Same thing. So I'm going to fill this in. 1/3 pi r squared is my big B. So pi times the radius, which is 3, squared, times the height, which is 10. And then let me get a calculator. All I've got to do with this calculator is do 1/3 times, here's my pi key, down here, times pi, times 3 squared times 10. Hit enter, and there is my volume, 94.2. And this is inches, and because it's volume, I cube it. I could have used this formula and done pi times 3 squared times 10, and then divide that answer by 3. Same thing. All right? Let's look at number 2. I'll use this variation of the formula this time. Oops, pi r squared h I don't know why I put a second h there. Okay. Divided by 3. So when I fill this in, it's pi times my radius. This is my diameter. So my radius equals 6. I've got to make sure that I put this into my formula, not the diameter. So 6 squared times the height is 4. And then everything's divided by 3. So if I put this into my calculator, I can do control divide and put all of that on top. Pi times 6 squared times 4. Put the 3 on bottom. Hit enter. 150.8. And this is centimeters cubed. And that is it.